than white people. You are brown skin like us. Okay? What are you supposed to do? What you're supposed to do, first of all, so read the Bible. So read the Bible. Are you supposed to go and teach other people that these people are the real Jews right here?
Right.
These people are the son right here. Because these people are not Jews. When you read the Bible, these people are not Jews. You know who these people are? These people are descendants of the ancient Khazar. Okay? If you ask any Jewish historian who these people are, they know these people are not real Jews.
Right.
These people are not Jews. Matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, 60. I'm going to show this guy something. Okay? Because the Bible tells you, remember Moses, right? Moses tells you that if... No, I'm just showing you things. History. When Moses brought them Jews on Mount Sinai, right? Moses told the Jews that if they do not keep God's commandment, they are going to slavery. You read, right? Can you show me one evidence that Jewish people was in slavery? These people that call themselves Jews? These are Hasidic Jews. None history.
I'm not arguing.
Right. Not even Hitler said the only Jews they know are just are the Negroes in America. That's what Hitler said. And you know Hitler was a brilliant historian. He was not stupid. Hitler read. And Hitler himself was a so-called Jew. And Hitler said the only Jews he knows in America are the Negroes. So now, these people that call themselves Jews, who are these people? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, 16. And I want you to read this last one. Deuteronomy chapter 28, 16.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And the Bible said, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, right? When you read ancient history, there's no way the Jews, the Israelites, went to Egypt with ships. That Egypt the Bible was talking about is a modern day Egypt known as America. When you look at the $1 bill, right? You see the Egyptian pyramid, right? And the eyes, right? The eyes symbolize the god Horus, the Egyptian king Horus, which will go back to Nimrod. Okay? Now, what's the son of Nimrod? Now, the Bible says the Lord shall bring the Jews into Egypt again with ships. The America that Egypt, the Bible is referring to, is America, known as Egypt. It's been bondage. I mean, God's people is going to come to Egypt, in modern day Egypt. It's called a slave ship. The slave ship, the first slave ship came from Spain, was called the Good Ship of Jesus. You understand? So now, continue, read.
By the way thereof I spake unto thee.
Right.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And now, and the Hispanic and the black and Hispanic, they don't call them Jerusalem their homeland. That's their homeland. They don't know that because they don't read their history. Okay? So the Bible tells you that the Lord, that those shall see it no more again. In other words, the children of Israel, the so-called black and Hispanic, they don't know that Jerusalem is their homeland. They think Africa is their homeland. And Africa is not their homeland. Africa is actually our enemies. Because the African is the one that had the children of Israel in slavery. Okay? Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, they say, we're not going to see Jerusalem no more. Okay, read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And the Bible says, and there in America, you shall be sold unto your enemies, which is the so-called Europeans. Okay? You are the enemy of us. Because when you read the Bible about Esau, Esau is a so-called white man. We got many books to prove that. That Esau is a so-called European. And the reason why there's so much hate between the so-called black and white, if you read the Bible with Esau and Jacob, when Esau was rejected from the birthright and it was given to Jacob. And Jacob, when Esau came back from bringing venison meat for which is deer meat for the father, Esau, Jacob gave the blessing of the blessed Isaac. The father gave the blessing to Jacob, and that's when Esau started to develop hate for the so-called for Jacob. Jacob's children are known as the black and Hispanic today. Right. Those are Jacob's children. And if you ask yourself, right, why the black and Hispanic are catching so much hell, right? Because why? It's prophesied in the Bible that was a curse put on the so-called black and Hispanic in the Bible. There was a curse put on them. And it's going to be worse. You see? So now, read this part right here for a second. Wait, set out. This is a book called, show the chapter. It's called The Invention of the Jewish People. This guy lived in Israel. And he wrote this book. And it tells you in the book, many scholars, many people should read this book, especially living in Israel, that these people that call themselves Jews are not Jews. Right. These people right here. Read that part right there. Read.
The historical tour de force that demolishes the myths and taboos.
What the word myth mean? Lies. Read.
that have surrounded Jewish and Israeli history.
See, Jewish and Israeli history. The word Israeli means modern day Jew. Okay?
Right.
What happened if the word modern day Israel means modern day Jew? Then what happened to the ancient Jews? They know today as black and Hispanic, which they don't know. They know today as black and Hispanic. If Columbus was alive today, he would tell Hispanic that they're Jews. But they don't know because they don't know their history. The so-called European destroyed them. When Columbus came to America, he gave them Catholic, right? And he gave them a religion, he gave them a language called Spanish. They speak Spanish, but they're not Spanish because they're ignorant. The white men brainwashed them. They're black people. You see what I'm saying?
So what am I supposed to do?
No, I'm showing you. Okay? I'm just showing you history. So you can go and tell other people, white people, that the Jews are dark-skinned people. Okay? Read.
The invention of the Jewish people.
See, the invention of the Jewish people. Okay? When inventing something, when you what? You mean you create something, right? Read on.
Offers a new account of both that demands to be read and reckoned with.
Read. See, you talk about the book. Read.
Was there really a forced exile in the first century?
You see, was there forced exile in the first century? In other words, were they the people that leave Israel as Jews? Because remember, Gamal Nasser was Egyptian president, and he said, how come the real Jews leave Israel black and come back white? Something was wrong. Because the Jews that left Israel, they were not white people, they were black. Right. They were known black and Hispanic today. But common sense would tell you, it got to be something about black and Hispanic why we're catching so much hell. Because the Lord put a curse on all people. And that's why you see the black men murdering each other. You see the black women carrying herself like that, like whores in the street. You see the black men doing the same thing, murdering each other. Because it was a curse on all people. Continue to read.
Should we regard the Jewish people throughout 2 millennia as both a distinct ethnic group and a putative nation?
See, putative nation. In other words, should we call them Jews? Because it shows you they're not Jews. Because that links up in the Bible. There's no way in the Bible first to show me that the Jews are white people. None. I don't give a damn what school they've been to, what theologian school they've been to read the Bible. The Jews were never European.
Are you Christian?
The word, well, Christian in the righteous way, because Christian means father of Christ. We are the father of Christ. And we are the true Christian, because remember, when the first time the word Christian was used, when during the time of the disciple, they were called Christian, which means Christ-like. Christian adore the father of Christ.
I but I agree with you. My name is Jacob.
Jacob? You said Jacob.
Yeah.
Who gave that to you? Parents? Well, you know, well, that's good. But by the same time, you gotta understand that.
I know the story.
That's good though. That's good you read. But at the same time, when you see these people on the street, you gotta have to look at them. They're not Jews. They're not Khaza. They're known as Khaza. You know, the Khaza, they convert to Judaism. During the time, the first time the white man converted to Judaism, give me Roman 2:9. Excuse me, Revelation 2:9. The first time the white man converted to Judaism was during the time of the Romans. During the time of John Icranius. Okay? They converted to Judaism. Okay? During the time of the Maccabees also. A lot of them converted to Judaism. Huh?
I think they stole it.
Yeah, they stole it. Because you see how these people dress? That's how the ancient Jews were dressing in Germany. They were known as Hasidic in Germany. And they used to go like this. And they used to wear black, and the Queen Elizabeth, a black woman. A black symbolizes a sign of mourning. They get that from the Israelites. Okay, in Germany. And then you have other books out here who shows you say something for
So what are you trying? What's your nationality, by the way? You said I'm kind of curious.
French.
You're French?
Yeah, French Canadian.
Come back over here. Come all right. What he's trying to show you is that you've been lied to. Do you believe in God at all?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so what he's trying to show you in the Bible, not just our people. Step back a little. Not just our people, but your people have been lied to. When you read the Bible, the real Jews are the people on the sign here, the so-called blacks and Hispanics. Those are God's chosen people. And you're going to find out the people who have been oppressed all over in this country, in various parts of the world, who are known as Negro and Indian descent. You're going to find out they're God's chosen people.
Right.
And there's going to be a judgment toward all people who have oppressed and disrespected the so-called Negroes as well as Hispanics. There's going to be a judgment falling on so-called white people, Chinese, East Indians, Africans, all people that disrespected our people for centuries in this country and in various parts of the world.
So
and we're going to receive...
What are we supposed to do about it?
Read the Bible, learn the truth.
Okay.
Isn't it better to know the truth than to walk in ignorance? Give me Isaiah 60:1. I'm going to show you something. The whole world is in darkness. But Christ, who they call Christ, his name in the Hebrew is Yahushua, he represents the light. And the light gonna come out. A lot of you running in and out of these churches, you ain't learning nothing but emotion. You ain't learning nothing in the church but emotion. Christmas, Easter, and Halloween, those things aren't in the Bible.
Nope.
Those all come from the church. Let's read this number. Read that. Isaiah 60 verse 1. Let me show you something.
Isaiah 60 verse 1.
Come on.
Arise, shine, for thy light is come.
See, the Lord said, arise, shine, for the light has come. That light today is who you call Jesus Christ, based on truth. Come on.
And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
And you're going to find out the glory of the Lord is this Bible. This whole Bible, Old and New Testament. Come on.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
And we see that now. The earth is in darkness. Donald Trump represents darkness. Donald Trump is not going to bring America back. Donald Trump is just a puppet, just like Obama was a puppet. Obama is a false leader and a puppet for the government. He's a false puppet. He's a puppet for the government. So the truth lies within the Bible. The Lord said this whole earth is covered in darkness. Come on.
And gross darkness.
And gross darkness. Come on.
The people.
The people. Who are the people? The so-called Negroes. The so-called Hispanics. God's true chosen people. So we've been in and out of the churches. We realize the churches are teaching nothing but lies.
Right.
You know, they got people that saying that Donald Trump, God sent Donald Trump. And if you don't respect Donald Trump and acknowledge him as a true leader, you're not in the spirit of God. That's a lie. Isaiah 9 verse 16. That's a blatant lie. Donald Trump is no different from Clinton, no different from the Bushes, no different from Nixon. All of them are a bunch of thieves. This whole system is corrupt, including the mayor of New York City.
I agree.
They're all corrupt.
I hate them all.
But that's good. But now, what you should like is the truth. Because you're going to find out that all these leaders and these politicians are nothing but phonies like you agree with. Read that real quick.
Isaiah 9 verse 16.
Come on.
For the leaders of this people.
The Lord said for the leaders of this people, meaning the real Jews, the so-called blacks. The Lord said for the leaders of this people, come on.
Cause them to err.
They cause them to err. But you know what? They're also causing you peon whites to err too. They cause you to err too because you're a part of the machine too. You got a group called Rage Against the Machine. The machine is a system that not only oppresses our people, but oppresses people all over the world. So a small 3% can control all the money, can control the media, can control the news companies or where you get your news from, like CNN, Fox, CNBC.
I just don't know what to do about it.
What's that?
I don't know what to do
Like
about
he told you earlier, you're supposed to be reading the Bible and telling your people the truth, that the so-called blacks, that your people oppress, the so-called Hispanics, that your people oppress, those are God's chosen people. The Pope is a liar, T.D. Jakes is a liar, all these ministers, they're a bunch of liars, and the brothers you see on the corners out here, they teach the truth. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Because the Bible says in the last days, give me Jeremiah 16, verse 19. See, you got probably a woman, you understand? The Bible tells you in the last days the truth going to come out. It's going to come out. All right, 16 verse, Jeremiah 16 verse 19. 19 verse 16, I think. No, 16 verse 19. The Bible tells you in the last days, brother, the truth going to come out, brother. Are you prepared for the destruction of America? Is your spirit right?
Yes, God bless you. Thank you.
What's that, brother?
God bless you. Thank you.
All right, brother, but now it's time to get your spirit right, brother. Get in that Bible. Let me show you something real quick before you leave.
I'm in a rush.
Take a second, brother.
I'm in a rush.
Read that real quick.
Jeremiah 16 verse 19.
Come on.
O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge.
The Bible is our strength, our fortress, and our refuge. In these last days, that's what we run to. When we're hungry and we can't make ends meet, the Bible says that's our strength and our fortress. In other words, our protection. The Lord says, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. The Bible is what we run to when we need help. Yes, read it again.
Jeremiah 16 verse 19.
Right.
O Lord, my strength and my fortress.
Come on.
And my refuge.
Come on.
In the day of affliction.
In the day of affliction. We in that day of affliction. We in that day of Jacob's troubles. We in that day where the Most High is making it harder and harder in this country. We in the day where the Most High is revealing the true spirit of America, which is evil and built on homosexuality, being a lesbian, being a thief, a drug addict. That's the spirit of America, and it's taught you so-called black women to be whores. It's taught you so-called black men to be animals. It's taught you the spirit of whoredom. That's what America has taught the world. America is no true leader or example of the world. America is an evil cesspool, and God is going to burn her up with fire when you read the Bible.
That's right.
God don't care about no America. God hates America, and God is going to judge America. You can get mad, you can be proud, you can scoff, you can deny the truth, but the Bible is going to come to pass. Prophecy is going to come to pass, and God is going to burn America. Read it again.
Jeremiah 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress.
Lord, Jeremiah said, O Lord, my strength and my fortress. Come on.
And my refuge.
Come on.
In the day of affliction.
So we know we in the day of affliction. We know we in terrible times. We in the last days according to the Bible. Come on.
The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
The Lord said the Gentiles, meaning the non-Jews, shall come from the ends of the earth. Come on.
And shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
And they're going to realize they have inherited lies. Their forefathers before them, and those forefathers before them have inherited lies. They're going to find out that what we've been teaching out here for over 20 years in New York City is the truth. That's why in these last days you got a lot of white people coming to us saying they know this is the truth. A lot of Chinese, East Indians, and Africans acknowledging the Bible and how we teach it as the truth. Read that part again. The Gentiles shall what?
And the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Have inherited lies. They're going to realize that they have been taught lies. That all the churches are based on lies, and they teach lies.
Right.
That all the mosques, and those of you who are calling yourself Muslims, you're going to realize what we've been teaching is the truth, and you've been following and teaching lies. You're going to find that out in these last days. You're going to find out that God's judgment is real in these last days. What you got, brother? Read that.
Revelation 18 and 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously.
Lord said, how much has the great city Babylon has glorified herself and lived deliciously? America has been on the top for so long, she thinks she can never fall. A lot of you are so comfortable in this country, you think that it's not going to fall. But it's going to fall. It's going to fall real hard, but before it falls, God going to punish a lot of you. God going to make you suffer. God going to make you feel his wrath. God is going to make those proud spirits turn into sorrow, into anguish, into pain. God going to do all these things, which is written in the Bible. And then in the end, America is going to be roasted like a ball of fire. And all the world is going to witness this. All the world is going to see America on fire. All the world is going to see her smoke go up like this chapter tells you. Hold on and read it again.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously.
How much has she glorified herself and lived deliciously? Come on.
So much torment and sorrow give her.
And that's what the Lord is doing. Slowly but surely, the Lord is tormenting America and giving her sorrow. Now, terrorist activities are on a high. All over this country, people are walking around in fear. All over this country. Why? Because God is judging them. God is judging the white man in white America. God is going to prove Donald Trump as a liar and a fraud, and he's going to fall on his face.
Right.
Because Donald Trump is no different from Obama. Obama is no different from Bush. Or Bush is no different from Bush Sr. Bush Sr. is no different from Bill Clinton. They're all corrupt politicians and thieves. Your mayor, de Blasio, is a thief. All the politicians in this system are liars and thieves. Every last one of them. Hold on, let me read that again.
Revelation 18 and 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously.
Come on.
So much torment and sorrow give her.
That's what we waiting for. And that's what we witnessing. Come on.
For she saith in her heart,
Come on.
I sit a queen,
Right.
am in no widow.
And that's the posture America takes. I'm a queen, and I shall never be a widow. I'm a queen, and I shall never be like Russia. I should never be like Afghanistan. I should never be like Iraq or Iran. I am a queen, and I shall never be in a state of widowhood or mourning. But God going to judge it. Just like the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, Just like the Lord blinded the Pharaoh, the Lord's going to do the same thing to America. The Lord's going to put a spirit in America where a lot of you are going to believe that America will never fall. A lot of you are going to believe that America is going to go on and on forever. Psalms 49:5. Come on.
I sit a queen, and I am no widow.
Come on.
And shall see no sorrow.
And shall see no sorrow. A lot of you think America is not going to see a sorrow. Come on.
Verse 8.
Come on.
Therefore shall her plague come in one day.
Shall her plagues come in one day. Come on.
Death and mourning.
And we sing that at the tip of the iceberg. We sing that at the beginning stages. Death and mourning. And you're going to see more death and mourning in America. You're going to see more 9/11s, not just in America, but all throughout this world. Because God is bringing down the hammer. God is judging the world like it tells you in the book of Isaiah. Come on.
And famine.
Come on.
And she shall be utterly burned with fire.
You hear that? The Lord said America shall be utterly burned with fire. That's the judgment that God is going to bring to America. She shall utterly be burned with fire. Come on.
For strong is the Most High power who judges her.
Right. And we sing in these last days that the Lord is judging America. The Lord is bringing out all this information about these people claiming your nationality. Claiming to be Jews, but are imposters.
Right.
Claiming to be the greatest people on the earth, when the Lord is showing you clearly in the Bible, Old and New Testament, that you're the people of the Most High. You're the people of the Most High. So what happened? They have robbed and stolen your nationality. They've robbed and stolen your nationality. These people. Read what you got there, brother.
Psalms 49:5.
No, 49:11.
I figured that. Yeah.
Psalms 49:11.
Come on.
Their inward thoughts
Come on.
is that their houses shall continue forever.
You're like these people. They think that their inward thoughts, these people and all white people, their inward thought, meaning in their spirit, they think that their houses shall continue forever. Micah 2:2. They think that this is going to continue forever and ever. They're going to rule and never fall. Just like a lot of you peon white people, you think America is going to continue forever and ever. A lot of you so-called black women, you think you're going to continue to play the whore forever and ever. A lot of you young black men, you think you're going to behave as a savage forever and ever. The Lord's going to end all that.
Right.
Because evil does not last. Evil does not continue forever. America will fall and wickedness will be abolished when you read the Holy Bible. Read it again, brother.
Psalms 49:11.
Come on.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever,
Come on.
and their dwelling places to all generations.
And their dwelling places, everything that they robbed and stole, to all generations. Forever and ever. The white man stole America. The white man stole South Africa. The white man stole various parts of Africa, Europe. Everywhere these people go, they rob and steal, and they're under the proud illusion that what they have stolen is going to last forever and ever. Forever and ever. One more time from the beginning, brother. 11th verse.
Psalms 49:11.
Come on.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever,
Come on.
and their dwelling places to all generations.
And their generations to all generations. They think what they have robbed and stole, they're going to pass it on to this generation.
Right.
Then another generation is going to come, and they're going to pass it to that generation. But what do we see? We see a lot of white young children strung out on drugs, like we brought out last week. A lot of so-called white women are getting pregnant by deadbeat white dads now. We see that white people can't make ends meet. But they complain about it, but our people, the so-called blacks and Hispanics, we've been living like that for centuries, man. From generation to generation, we've been living in poverty and catching hell in this country. Now the Lord is flipping the script. A lot of you white people, you're catching hell now. Because the prophecy didn't come into pass. Come on.
They call their lands after their own
And
name.
that's exactly what they do. They rob and steal different lands, different portions of the world, and name it after themselves. Robbers, thieves, and liars.
Right.
A bunch of robbers, thieves, and liars. But God sees it. God sees it, and God going to judge you. Every last homosexual, every last lesbian, every last drug dealer or drug addict, God is going to judge you. Hold on,
Micah chapter 2, verse 2.
every last one of you guys is going to judge. Read the Bible. It's going to come to pass. Come on.
And they covered fields and take them by
The
violence.
Lord said they covered fields and take them by violence. America was taken by violence. America was taken by violence. And who ordained it? The Most High. Let it go on for a certain amount of time. Now the Lord is going to judge the wicked, the so-called white man, and you so-called black men who want to be wicked with the white woman and the white man. He's going to judge you as well. Read it again.
And they covered fields and take them by violence.
Come on.
And houses.
And houses, come on.
And take them up away.
Come on.
So they press a man.
So they oppress a man. And when you look at that, when you open your eyes and see things in reality, you find that you so-called blacks, you are oppressed. You so-called Hispanics, you are oppressed. And the main culprit that's oppressing you is the white man. The white man, woman, and child. They're the main ones that's oppressing you. One more time from the beginning. 2 and 2.
And they covered fields and take them by violence.
You're going to realize you're dealing with violent people. Violent, evil people that take what they don't own. They take what doesn't belong to them. Right. That's their nature. Come on.
And I'll try from the top. And they take them, and they covered fields and take them by violence and houses and take them up away, so that they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
And that's right. You don't follow your heritage today. You're following lies. But our job is to what? To bring you back to what the Bible said. Bring you back to your true king and leader, Yahweh Shah, who you call Jesus Christ, a man of color. That's where the truth is at. Read what you got there, brother.
John 10 verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal.
See, and you've been trusting in the wicked so long, you don't realize that he's a thief, and his only spirit is that of a thief. He cometh to steal and to rob. A lot of these people in the churches, their leadership in the churches, are based on thievery and robbery. This whole system is based on thievery and robbery. That's why the Lord is saying this. Read it again.
The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. And I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
In Christ, in the Bible, that's life. That's life from the dead. Right now, you're in the spirit of the dead. But when you read the Bible, Christ is life from the dead. We're in a time when now you have to put on the Bible. You have to put on the Bible to get by in today's society. If you don't put on the Bible, you become a drug addict, homosexual, your family state, your family structure gets broken down when you're outside the Bible. So we're in that time where you have to have the knowledge of the Heavenly Father in you. You have to have the knowledge of what the Bible is actually talking about. Anything else is irrelevant. Anything else is death. Anything else is of a thief and a robber, like the Bible said. One more time, brother.
John 10 verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life.
I have come that they might have life. And that's what we're trying to show you, life. Come on.
And that they might have it more abundantly.
That they may have it more abundantly. So our job is to what? To bring you to what the truth of the Bible is actually saying. What happened to your true history? Read what you got there, brother.
Romans 13 and 11. And that, knowing the time.
The Lord said, in that knowing the time. Come on.
That now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
That's what the Lord wants you to do. The Lord wants you to awake out of sleep. A lot of you walking up and down 14th Street, half asleep, don't know who you are, where you're going, what the Bible's actually talking about, who's lying to you, who's telling the truth to you. That's why the Lord's saying now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Come on.
For now is our salvation nearer when we believe.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Judgment Day is right around the corner, the Lord is showing you. Judgment Day, the destruction of America, is right around the corner. Start it again.
It's 30. Going up to 30, right? Okay.
Read it again.
Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
The Lord said now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Come on.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
We know that. We know that America's on our last leg. We know it's not time to be playing games out here. We know it's time to read the Bible and get serious according to the Spirit of the Most High. We know that the white man's rulership is right around the corner. We know that those of our own people who abide in this system, we know that their fall is coming along with the white man. We know to read